All right, guys. Today we are going to start painting. There's a few things that you're going to need. Paper towels. Okay. You're going to need a brush. Okay. You're going to need foil. And yours won't have paint on it yet. You're going to need to make sure that there's a mat on your table. All right, I've got all these mats out. Make sure that they stay on your table. Any paint that gets on these goes on your, should go on any paint that goes off of your canvas should go on the mat, not on the table. And do me a favor, please do not paint the mats intentionally. All of my classes today have to use these exact mats, and I don't want the back of everyone's painting to have wet paint on it because you decided you needed to write your name. All right, so please do me a favor, do not paint on the mats. The only reason the paint should get on the mat is if when your brush goes off the side of the canvas and happens to get on the mat. All right, other than that, do me a favor, thank you. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is you need to get your canvas, all right? Put it on your mat, get your foil, get your paper towel, and get water in your bucket, okay? You know which side. The next thing is going to be to come back to me. I'm gonna be at the back table with the paint, and you can get paint from me, whichever color you need. Okay, let's get one color at a time. All right, I've got 3 colors on mine just out of convenience right now. Okay, so I've got mine already ready, but I'll mix it just like this. It'll be, if you want light blue, I'll give you white and blue. If you want light purple, light right there. If you want pink, white and red. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix my first color. Okay. So again, you're just gonna get one color at a time. Okay, make sure you're kind of moving your brush around so you don't consolidate paint in one area. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get a good amount of paint on my brush. Okay. So one of the things with pop art was nice hard edges. Okay, so hard edges meaning you don't want any faded lines or anything like that. All right, so I'm gonna start off doing pink in this section. Okay, that's what my map says, that's what my character drawing says. So that's what I'm going to have for my first section. Okay, actually it's right here. All right, so look, this one's pink and that one's pink. So I can paint both of these sections right now. All right, so I'm gonna start off, you can really start anywhere. Since there's a corner here, I'm gonna kind of start inside and work my way out. I'm gonna paint. You're gonna cover that pencil line. Okay, cover your pencil line up. The more paint you have on your brush, the harder your edge is gonna be. Okay, get a little more paint. Keep going. There's some people outside. It's all good. And then you're gonna paint to the edge. You're gonna paint to the edge. Okay, you're painting all the way to the edge. So I'm gonna start inside like this, and I'm painting to the edge. You want it to be a smooth layer. Okay, if you need to get, I'm kind of spinning my brush as I go, because you can see I have a lot of paint left on it. So I'm gonna go all the way to my edge. If you have a canvas that has a thick edge, like your canvas is not a thin panel, it has an edge on it, paint the side too, that's part of your piece. Okay, so I'm gonna go all the way up, paint that up like that. Okay, same thing over here. There we go, I was able to get all of it without getting a lot of paint on my brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint my other section down here that's going to be pink, because we have one pink here, another pink here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to get some more paint, getting more paint on my brush. Okay, and this one again is kind of like a smooth area here, so I'm going to start on the outside, paint down to the bottom, I'm gonna try to keep on that line and just bring it around, up and around. I wanna cover that pencil line. All right, I'm just gonna paint to the outside. Make sure that you have enough paint. If you need more, get more on your brush. And again, if you have that edge, paint the edge. All right, so that's my pink area. All right, the next thing, so now I need to take this paint, I need to wash it off. I'm gonna mash it kind of in my water. Okay, you guys know how to do that. Remember not to flick it on the side or anything. Tap it on the side, I mean. Okay, scrape it a few times on the edge, and then take your paper towel, squeeze it dry. Remember, you don't want any paint left in your brush, okay? All right, next thing is, what do I have 2 sections of? Purple next. Let's go ahead and do purple. All right, so I'm gonna take my paint that I have over here. Let's go ahead and mix this purple together. And again, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna have 1 color per foil, okay? So what that means is after I'm done with my pink, I'm gonna come back to me at the back table, okay? So I'll be at that white table in the back by my desk in the back, and you're just gonna get a new sheet of foil and we'll get purple on it. If there's already a foil sheet, so you'll bring the paint back and drop it on the table, get a new one. If there's already a foil sheet that has purple on it, the purple that you like, you can just grab that sheet, and if we need to add more purple onto it, or light purple or whatever it is, we can do that, all right? So don't get a new one just to get a new one if there's one already done, okay? Let's do this purple up here first. So this part has a point, so I'm gonna kind of start at the point and work my way around like that. I'm gonna bring it down this way. It's not very pointy. There we go. There we go. All right, I like that. Now again, paint to the edge. With a nice light purple, I like it. All right, and then I have one other purple section here, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll get more purple on my brush. I don't know if I necessarily need to, I had a lot on there already. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on the outside, work my way around, getting a little more color. Let's keep going, back up to the point here, boop. And then let's try to get that point. There we go, that works for me. Bring it back over, around, let's bring it back up. Again, I'm gonna have to fix that edge. There we go, like that looks good. But I'm not very happy with this. See how it's kind of feathery there still? Easiest way to fix things, get a little more paint, change your angle that you're painting from. All right, well, that'll have to do. It'll work for me, I'm okay with it. And then again, paint to your edge, paint to your outside. This is just an example. I'm not super worried about it. You guys can be more perfectionists whenever you're working on your final piece or your project. This is your final piece. Okay? It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. I know it. There we go. Haha, got it. All right, cool. All right, clean my brush. Scrape it a few times on the side, get your paper towel, squeeze it dry. Okay, last color. Again, now I would bring my purple foil back to me in the back, and then I would get a light blue, or I would find a light blue that was already made that I like, and I would start working with that. Okay, let's do it. All right, so we got one point here. If this point doesn't work out, whatever. It worked. Got some vacuuming going on after school. All right, paint to the edge, and that is it, all right? So I'm gonna mash my brush at the bottom, clean that off. Okay. Scrape it a few times on the side. Make sure my brush is clean. Squeeze it dry. Put it back around the edge of my container. I'm gonna take my light blue foil now back to the back, and I'm gonna leave it there for anyone else who needs it. And then I'm gonna take my canvas, and I'm gonna go put it on my periods drying rack. And that is it. Tomorrow we'll go over all of the Sharpie, and then we will also do our dots. And if you don't know how we're doing that, you're in for a treat. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.